Hi, it's Jen with Astro T Astrology. Welcome back to the channel. This week we are finding out where you need to break free, dream big, and lead your own rebellion. And these are the horoscopes for January 29th through February 4th. So first I'm going to give you a quick overview of the transits that are happening this week, and then we'll go sign by sign to see what it's going to mean for you. So first on the 29th, we have Mars in Capricorn. Up here, Mars in Capricorn, lots of Capricorn energy going on, so really a lot of good foundational energy, a lot of just that drive energies, because we have Mercury, Mars, and Venus in there right now. So we have Mars in particular in a trine with Uranus that's down here in Taurus. So a trine is one of those happy, nice, easy flowing aspects. So, but Uranus in there, it's still unpredictability, but changes for the better. New experiences, new opportunities could be popping up for you, and you could be breaking free of those restrictions. It's really about breaking free, and what new opportunities are you going to have that you can break free from whatever's been holding you back. Also, this is increased sex drive. So look out if you are not in a relationship for maybe a one-night stand or something like that. You know, Uranus, if probably not the best aspect to start a relationship on, but might be a fun one to just start a little relationship on. If you are in a relationship already, try something new in the bedroom to break out of that boredom. It's all about breaking free and being just, you know, trying something different, doing something different, new experiences. So try something new, spice things up. Why not, right? You also, this is about fighting for what you want, willingness to change to get what you want. So it's whatever that changes are needed, and you want them to happen like that. So you might be coming to an end of a time where you felt contained, mentally broken down maybe. What's kind of gotten you in that mindset? Now you get to, you know, get past that. That Uranus gets kind of just, you know, gives you that spark and gives you that that little like lightning bolt that you need to have that Mars then take you and get you moving again, to get you out of whatever that is feeling constrained. Mars is in a separation square also, so square with both nodes. So the south node would always be exactly opposite the north node. North node is in Aries, so we see that they're in a separating square from the nodes. So that has been somewhat of a hindrance, but because it's separating, it's taking you away from what's holding you back. So, you know, or going back to what's complacent. South node, where you're feeling complacent, where you're feeling, you know, oh, I just, you know, don't want to, you know, upheave the apple cart, you know. So what's been kind of like where you are afraid to really go for that brass ring that is the north node, what in the south node has been holding you back. So it's a lot of that break free energy and trying something new and just going for it instead of just, you know, being like, you know, I'm just gonna sit and be where I am. So then on February 2, I can't believe it's February already. Kind of exciting because at least we're through part of the winter months. We only got February, which is nice and short, and then March, which is, you know, comes in like a lamb, goes out, or no, comes in like a lion, goes out like a lamb. Let's hope that's the case anyway. So anyway, we have Mercury in Capricorn. So again, we got our little stellium going on here in Capricorn, really that foundational, stirring up energy. And that is in a sextile with Neptune in Pisces. So sextile is another one of those. So here we have Neptune in Pisces, and it looks like it's kind of ingressing into there, but that'll happen more like 2026 or 2025, I think. I've got to look into that. But that is in a nice sextile. So sextile is another one of those easy, flowy, nice, working well together aspects. So you're going to take a little bit of a breather. Let your brain take a little bit of a breather, and you're going to let things happen kind of naturally instead of having to just really like grindstone think and just, but things are going to flow without a lot of the stress that's going along with it. So if you've been staying up at night stressing, these thoughts are going to flow a little bit easier. Your mind is going to be open to accept these spiritual downloads that is going to kind of be bringing about all these changes. In our personal lives, bringing about the changes, maybe that has to do with the Mars-Uranus trine that's happening and where you need to break free. So, kind of opening your mind and not stressing about it, and kind of like, oh, okay. And that intuition's really going to come up and be like, oh, so maybe it's about a job, maybe you have a job offer, but you're complacent where you are in your current job. And like, oh, you know what? Now that I think of it, and it's like that kind of a light bulb that goes off, but it's not like a sudden light bulb. It's like almost like a drippy realization, just kind of that just comes over you, like that feeling. So it's kind of like that download, just it's just pouring over you, just with that subtle, like sunlight almost, just pouring into your system. So just let that sun, let that energy just come to you, so you know what steps you need to take. The anxiety and worry that you've been experiencing, you're going to get a little reprieve from that, so that'll be nice. But your dreams will probably be a little more vivid, a little more real. You can get really wrapped up in fantasy at this time, in daydreams. The daydreams, they can be signs, so look, keep that journal next to your bed, like I say, write down your dreams. If it's really vivid, if it's really something different about it that you feel like, all right, something was weird about that dream, you want to write that down and then, go back to sleep, interpret it in the morning, or else you'll forget. So really be in tune to that intuition. You'll know what to do. Like I said, it's gonna come down. So just like, it's like a meditation, and just let it come down and just sprinkle over you like sunshine, and just, you'll just know. So what are you breaking free from? You'll know. By the end of the week, everything's going to kind of just make a little bit of sense. If you're in a bad relationship, or just a relationship that just doesn't seem right, now's the time you might want to break free. Now's the time that you're going to realize, you know what, this is what I had to do. So also, instead of so intensely, maybe if you're not in anything, you don't have anything huge going on right now, a great time to like write, paint, craft, do art, anything that attracts you. So if you're, thinking about writing a book, maybe kind of sit by yourself and just start thinking about it. Do some reading, dabbling in the occult arts. On February 4th, we have Mercury moving into Aquarius. So it's going to move into here, and then we got that Aquarius energy going on. We got Sun, we got Pluto, we got Mercury in there. So your brain is, now it's re-stimulated. So you had that breath of fresh air, and now you're making those changes. Now, things are starting to like percolate. So how do we save the world? How do we save ourselves? How do we make these changes and make these permanent final changes? New rules, new life, new this, new that. This Aquarius that is that Saturn energy, but it's that newness, it's that change, it's that like the new normal, I guess you could say. So what is going to be your new normal? The sky is the limit, so really just, but, sky's the limit, but yes, there are limits, because, this is still Saturn energy. But think outside the box, adding a bit of quirkiness maybe to that logic, maybe just, again, thinking outside the box. This is like Aquarius, we're talking about quirkiness, a little bit different, not being conventional, being out, being a little bit different, being, your thoughts and communication can be a little bit radical and liberal, but there are a means to an end, and it's kind of like an inner personal rebellion, or maybe a bigger rebellion on a more mundane scale, but these are our personal horoscopes, so we're not really getting into the mundane level. So in what way are you going to break free? Where do you need to follow that intuition, and what is it telling you? Where might you need to rebel? What might you need to break free of? So dream it, think it, embrace it, and download it. Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces, and Aquarius's energy is moving from earth to air. So we're going from that foundation to using our brains and using our logic and going forward. So now let's start with the horoscope. So first we're going to start with a good old Aries. We are breaking free of our 10th house. So that's your career. Is your career holding you back? Maybe a change in salary or a sudden windfall might change that. Or maybe you're keeping your ideas stored away, and for you, the best idea for now might be to break free, to open up. Maybe that career wasn't right for you, or maybe you're not in the right actual business, and maybe you need to take the same knowledge that you have and just maybe go someplace else. So do something kind of out of your normal wheelhouse. Maybe start even an online group. Use your voice. Tell it to the world. Tell others. Rebel. How are you going to rebel? In yourself. Maybe you're going to go for that new job offer. Maybe, instead of just being complacent at your current job, you're going to go for that new one. So that's Aries. I think a lot of that's going to be in your career house. So look for those little cues that are going to pop up. Taurus, where do you need to break free? You want to travel. You want to get out and go to maybe a foreign land or get away somehow. And if you don't have the money to travel to a foreign land or just go ahead and jump on a plane, maybe it's a book, you want to just kind of get a book about learning about someplace else. Explore those new cultures and learn from them. And you're Taurus, don't forget. So, food is huge. So, maybe you want to try a different cuisine. Maybe you want to break free of Pizza Friday. No, you know what? We're going out for Indian food and it's going to be banging. And so you want to maybe kind of embrace that culture a little bit. So what can we bring from that maybe even into our working life? We can share with others in the workplace. Maybe, I'm going to bring everybody this, we're going to try something new, everybody. And, so I think it'd be fun, kind of like a group effort. You have a lot of knowledge to share, break free of those insecurities, and just do it. Don't be scared, just do it. Gemini, where do you need to break free? So you legit need to get out. Have you been feeling like you're hiding away almost, being cooped up, maybe voluntary, maybe even forcibly, due to maybe incarceration or hospitalization, or that, this damn snow and the rain sucks and I'm just feel like I'm cooped up in the house. Well, it's time for you to get out. You need to get out of the house. You need to go and do something. If it is snow, rain, get your gear on, get outside, and be more interpersonal. Maybe let that freak flag fly. Do something different. Be you. Don't be afraid to hide who you really are from people, because I think people will probably like you better when you're not kind of being like everybody else. People, if you don't have to think the way everyone else does. You don't have to act the way or dress the way everyone else does. You can do your own thing and be your own person. So we're entering the age of acceptance. So if you are dabbling, say, Gemini, dabbling in the occult, maybe now you can use those talents to make a career out of it. Can you use that to make money out of it? Why keep it to yourself? Be different. Be yourself. Be proud. I know that in my life, I always kind of, like I told you in other videos, subdued my kind of what I call my freakiness, my love of astrology and tarot and all things kind of different. But now I don't even care, and I embrace it, and I love it, and I express it, and people really seem to be liking it as well. So anyway, let's move on. Cancer, where do you need to break free in your relationships? It looks like maybe your friendships. Are you in a toxic friend group maybe? Do you have, or that one toxic person that is kind of like, just putting some like bad blood in your friend group? As your social media, your mess, is that messing with your self-esteem? Delete that shit out of your life. You don't need it. Stop just looking, take a road trip by yourself. Stop just put the phone down, put the Facebook, Twitter, whatever down. You don't need to worry about what everyone else is doing. You need to worry about you and how you can break free. And maybe, if you are in a toxic relationship, you need to get away from that person and maybe, find a different friend group, or maybe just kind of, be by yourself for a while. Hit somebody up for a chat, maybe from another country even, learn their culture, because where all this is happening in your chart, it just kind of, shows that you might be interested in that. Why not check out some astrocartography? Check out your astrocartography chart, see where your Venus line is, see where it might look to find maybe a new relationship or something positive. Where can this life can be fantasy made into reality if you move quick. This is Mercury moving. Mercury's a very fast moving planet, so these are going to be really quick little things. So it's going to be like, if you don't take advantage, if you don't know what you're looking for, you're going to probably miss it. So this is why astrology is so great. This is why these videos are great, just to know what's going to be coming up, to know what to look for. If you are, Cancer or Aquarius or whatever you might be, what should you expect and what do you want to look for so you don't miss it? Leo, where do you need to break free? Now we're going into Leo. Everyday work, routine, career. It might not be what you thought it would be. That tedium is really starting to get for you. You're a Leo. You need to stand out. You don't want to be just one in the group. You want to be you. So, you want to do something maybe a little bit weird, maybe taboo. Again, this is kind of in a more like sexual realm with you guys, you Leo. So to live out those sexual fantasies might be something you might be interested in. Maybe learn the Kama Sutra, bring it into the bedroom, get spicy, the unconventional. Might, this is in your marital bed, this is in your 8th house. Spice up those, boring, virtuous kind of love fest and get down and dirty. I think that's going to be like the Leo thing for this month or this week. I think it'd be fun to be a Leo right now. I'm not, and I know some people are, and I kind of don't want to think about it. Anyway, moving on. Virgo, spontaneous vacation to anyone. Book that flight, call out sick, and jump in your car and go. Maybe you want to go to some place. Great time to just call out, especially if you're living in a horrible climate like New England is right now. I mean, okay, it's not horrible to some people, but maybe you're just like, I need to get out. Just do it. Call out sick. Grab your bags, grab your new maybe you've been dating somebody, maybe you've just kind of started a little something fun, go out, try a new restaurant, maybe try something, that just isn't just the same old. You want to, get outside, get away. You want to kind of just take your mind someplace else. Maybe on a date night, maybe you're fantasizing about taking that relationship to the next level, perhaps. This is going into your 7th house, so maybe you want to prepare for something like that. Maybe if you were thinking about taking it to another level, maybe start talking about it or start, doing something about it. Get ready to mix up the day-to-day routine and have that new normal. I see that happening a lot with Virgo and a lot with the earthy signs, so we got a lot going on Earth right now. So Libras, where do you need to break free? Are you bored at home? Taxes or bills piling up? You've been trying to kind of like, Libras, We know how much they love their stuff, they love their style, they love their, I have to say, as a Libra myself, I do have quite a obnoxious shoe collection, but are your bills piling up? Well, finally, you're breaking free of the hold that they have on you. Maybe you're going to be getting like a surprise tax refund, maybe higher than expected, or some kind of like a surprise windfall that you weren't expecting. Maybe an inheritance, maybe a bonus at work, or something. So just kind of keep your eyes open for something like that. Something might be in the works on your creative side. Maybe a little redecorating, something you've been kind of fantasizing about. To kind of make your everyday routines better, something maybe a little prettier to look at. Libra likes to have things beautiful around them, so maybe kind of redecorate your home so that, I don't know, I just actually went through this, redecorated all my bathrooms so that my husband's like, oh, I feel like I'm at a spa. It's like, that's what you're supposed to feel like. So, make your everyday routines a little bit nicer. I'm also fantasizing about a gorgeous new stove that I saw online. It's a little bit quirky, but it's beautiful. It's not like a normal everyday stove. It's got these doors that open. That's that Aquarius. It's different. It's quirky. It's fun. Shoot, just do it. So Scorpios, where do you need to break free? Break free from a partnership. It looks like there might be something kind of unsavory in a partnership or in a relationship, marriage, maybe like a substantial relationship, not just like a dating type thing. Maybe at least you need to clear the air somehow. If you and your partner at work maybe have had some kind of like bad blood, bad just sense, maybe you need to clear that air. Something that you've been hiding from your significant other, maybe. Of course, you are a Scorpio. Well, now it's time to come clean. So tear it off like a Band-Aid, get it over with. Fantasizing about somebody new, well, the grass isn't always greener. But right now, what changes need to be made? Maybe you do need to break free. Maybe there is that person that you've been fantasizing about because you're just not happy. So maybe that's how you need to break free. Maybe that fantasy can then become reality. And what changes, maybe that can be your new permanence. Maybe, you need to act on that. So I know getting that, acting on that sexual desire is something you Scorpios love. Tame that Mars, though. Keep him under control because you really got to look at the bigger picture. Let those Neptunian downloads come in so you know that you're making the right decision and you'll know what to do. Sagittarius, where do you need to break free? Well, break out of that everyday funk. And you know how Sagittarius does not like to just be in an everyday funk. Stop, maybe that boring workout routine. Maybe you're just going to the gym and you're doing the treadmill and you're watching TV. And you know what? Maybe you need to get outside. Maybe get outside, pound some pavement. Maybe get to the gym. Maybe do snowshoeing if you're living in New England. Maybe try out skiing. Try out something different. Get out of the gym. Get out into nature. And just stop wasting, that movement. You want to take advantage of just being outside, being in life, being in nature. You've been working from home, maybe you're going to, how are you going to meet somebody that way? Maybe you meet somebody online, or maybe a sibling is going to kind of fix you up, or maybe you're going to reconnect with a sibling maybe that you haven't talked to, or an old neighbor that you were, really close with. So maybe your fantasy is to start making money from home. Something's going to be going on in the home. If you have an ingenious virtual store idea, you want to start selling things online, go for it. You're a Sag. You're willing to try anything and just, hey, sell some stuff online. Maybe you need to clear house a little bit that way. Maybe you're feeling constrained because you got too much shit. You need to get rid of it. So, and then take that money, use it for a little spontaneous road trip. You're Sag. That's what you guys do. Hey, take advantage. All right, Capricorn's next. All right, this is a big time for you. You've got this stellium going on, so all this stuff is messing with your ascendant, with your sun, whatever you got going on in there. Where are you going to break free? Put yourself out into the dating world. Have you been kind of being a shut-in? Have you been, oh, I'm over men, I'm over dating, I don't want this, or I'm, show that lovely face of yours and get out. This is, put yourself out there. Put that face out there. Work on maybe a new hobby, a new way of expressing yourself, perhaps. Maybe you want to start creating something that you've been kind of putting off because you're not super confident in it. Well, you know what? Be confident. Who cares if it's not perfect? You're going to work through it. You're going to see where the error is and what you need to work. And if you can't hone it in, you can't build on it if you don't try. If you're thinking about writing, maybe start writing. Maybe start just putting things down on paper. Start typing it up. Get those ideas, those creative juices really flowing. Bring that spinning wheel into the house. Like some clay on it, mold some clay. Whatever you want to do to express yourself and show others the true you. Okay, I don't know why Alexa's just started talking to me. I don't remember saying her name. Alexa, stop. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so express yourself to others so they know that Capricorns, they can tend to hide and just in lieu of responsibility, reputation, you know what? They're going to kind of be on the wayside. And I know, I'm a Capricorn rising. I know what that's like because you feel like you always can't let yourself be free because you want to appear a certain way. You want to be responsible. But you know what? Don't worry about it this week. This week, just strut yourself. Don't sell yourself on, sell your stuff on Etsy. It's not perfect. Who cares? Who cares? And, just be unconventional, try and rake in that cash in a different way. Can't hurt, right? You gotta try. Everything's different lately. Everyone's gotten gonna get their online moment. Everyone's going to be starting this stuff because, conventional work isn't what people seem to want to do anymore. Everyone wants to do something different. Well, you know what? Try it. Even if it is something to do, like maybe you're in construction, you want to show people how to do certain things. Now's the time to do it. Use your knowledge to pass it on. Okay, so Aquarius, again, cooped up at home, feeling like a prisoner in your own home. You want to let that voice be heard. Aquarians, tend to stay in the background. Aquarians, they're kind of like that shadow, that kind of quirky friend. But you know what? It's time to show your face to the world. Come out of that shell. But if you're content to stay at home, maybe you just need to buy some kind of interesting things for around the house. Go shopping, go antiquing, go buy something that you're just going to look at and just be like, oh my God, I need to have this because it is going to make me smile every time I look at it. I have a funny picture of my little grandbaby going out for the first time. She's an Aquarius rising. And my son was all excited because they were going out to a dinner for the first time with her. And they sent me a picture and she had this huge smile on her face, like, oh, thank God I'm getting out of this damn house. I've been in here for 2 months already. It's time I get out and I want to show my beautiful face to the world. And she did. And she was amazing. They said that she had the best time. So, of course, she is the most beautiful little Aquarius rising out there. But I'm not biased at all. So get out there and show your face just like she did, and she loved it. And finally, we have Pisces. Where are you going to break free? Internet or social media really taking over your life. Again, pull the plug. You don't need to be jealous of your friend's vacation, photos of their relationships where they act like they have the best relationship in the world, but then you find out that he's out meandering around with, this other chick, or who knows, don't be trapped by that, what is a false face. You want to know the real. So what is it that you dislike, or what you desire, not dislike, what do you desire for you? Put up a hot new selfie and just be like, oh yeah, I can do this too. And you know what? To you, it's hot. Why not? Do it. Run an online forum just to get out of that, mundane. Or Pisces, A great thing for you to do is to really get out there and visit those who are alone and isolated. Maybe go with your intuition. Say, oh, you know what? This neighbor, he really has been kind of alone this winter. He's kind of, so maybe go and visit that neighbor that might need a little bit of companionship at this time. You know who might be in need of a friend. Maybe just go into a retirement home where maybe they haven't had a lot of visitors lately. Great time to do that. So you know who's in need of a friend. Use that intuition to just feel it. You're a compassionate, super compassionate by nature. So lend that compassionate ear, hear what people have to say, and just be there for them. So that is the horoscopes for the week of January 29th through February 4th. Hope you enjoyed. Comment and let me know where you're going to break free. I'd love to hear from you guys. Remember to like and subscribe, and I hope y'all have a great week and break free and do you. See you soon. Bye.